in this experiment, they're pretty much testing, REM sleep deprivation versus 4 hours of sleep and seeing how those participants score on a widget test. And those difference of scores are right here, and that is what we're going to be testing today. If you add up those difference of scores from these numbers, you get 93. Divided by 10, because there's 10 of them, you get the population mean, and I have that formula all right here. For doing my sum of squares, I also have to square these differences, add them up, which there I have it added, and then I use that to plug in over here for my sum of squares formula. So I plug that in, I solve through, and when those numbers come out, you get 204.1 as your sum of squares. Down here, I did the pool variance, which is just your sum of squares divided by your degrees of freedom. Degrees of freedom, since there are 10 different scores, you minus 1, so there's 9. So the sum of squares divided by degrees of freedom, you get 22.67. Oh, I should make a note that our critical area where we're looking in is plus and negative 2.362 because our degrees of freedom are 9 and we're working within a alpha of 0.05. And we're also doing a two-tail test, so that's where we get that number from the table chart. Over here, we got our estimated standard error. I have it written two different ways, but pretty much you do the pooled variance divided by the number of different scores. I divide that out, and then I square root it, and I get 1.51 as my estimated standard error. Over here is where the formula for my t-value. So my mean divided by my estimated standard error, and I get 6.16 as my t-value. Now, since we're working within a critical region of plus and negative 2.362, and it's a two-tail test, we reject the null hypothesis because participants who were in REM deprived, or who were REM deprived missed significantly more widgets than those who received the control condition of 4 hours of sleep. And then that's also my statistic written out. Alright, and that is less than because since we're rejecting the null, we're going to use a less than sign than a greater sign. And that's my work. And pardon me for my cold. I'm sick right now. Alright, thank you for your time. Bye.